starts the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. But can you rock?
Now, the good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Put up! 180! Check back 39. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Hey, alert. Get that ball. Bang, bang.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Push him back. Kill. Turn up. Alert.
Now a give, right side. Meadows. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there, with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
On first down, Garvin. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
97's the mic. White. It's just me and you. It's just me. Hey, Foxtrot.
On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bears' 35-yard line.
Here we go. 180! 65. Right here, right here. Set hunt. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Hey, gun. You think you gonna get this? 21. 97's the mic. Set hunt.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check three. Motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
They'll try the left side. Meadows. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check. Ran. Lucky. Motion. Hey, check Mike 39.
Now a give, right side. Meadows. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, Delta.
From the 29, Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here we go. Ready?
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Check 26, check 26. Check.
Lock.
They'll run on first down. Garvin. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. Ready?
I'm coming after you.
6.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
11.
Check. Press up.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but now it'll be third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1 0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear, because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
On first down, Garvin. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It's caught. Here's Langford. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is indeed good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Alert!
Now Trubisky. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Red, come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Check 50.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Watch the screen. Watch twist.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Garoppolo.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Here we go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
13. Tight go. 21.
Now Garoppolo. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Undercut. 21. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Garvin. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. 20. Hey, alert!
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Green Bay.
Garoppolo, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. Black 80!
58, come on. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Shit.
Get hot!
On second down, Garvin. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 24.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On third down, Garvin. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Trubisky to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
blue.
49, check 49, check 49.
Throwing on second down. Trubisky firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. This time they stay on the ground. And a good tackle there right around the 30 stops him short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be taken at the 10. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Here we go.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First down, Packers.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 3. 21.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Shavarius Ward in on the tackle. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Here we go. 180.
Right there. 56.
1, Omaha.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Touchdown.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Here we go. 180. Hey, come on, come on, come on.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Check 9, check 9. Check.
White.
On first down, Garvin. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Watch the slant.
12, fellas, here we go.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Here we go, D, get off the field.
Hey, alert.
You got
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go. 180.
They'll run on first down. Garvin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
11.
58, come on. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Jump.
11.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Come on, D. Whip. Watch the whip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
180.
Check Mike 54.
Alert.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check. Hey, ball.
And to give this time to the tailback. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Doug, 180.
Mike 47. Come on, boy.
18.
You better be ready.
18.
Don't be scared of it.
Doug.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And he will find his man on the outside. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
On first down, Meadows. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 15-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down, Packers.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll run on first down. Garvin. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Packer first down.
Garoppolo now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
1, Omaha.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line.
First down, Green Bay.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll try the left side. Meadows. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Motion. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm coming after you.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
I know you felt that one.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now on 2nd and 16, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Well, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Check 99. Check 99.
Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us. You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On first down, Garvin. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, go. White. Hey, team 6.
Garoppolo to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
13. Switch.
Back to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Slam.
Check 12. 21. I got this.
Go get him.
97. 11.
He can't hang. He's not going to get
Orbit.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
97's the mic. Here we go. 97's the mic.
He's back to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Here we go.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right? Here we go.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Gun. 11.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Alert!
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Packers 40.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bears, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.